friends. Today I have a company that I have done some research on, which is called Arcade Developers Limited. It's a real estate construction and redevelopment company. The IPO listing of Arcade Developers was in the month of September 2024. The issue price was 128 rupees and the IPO listed at a price of 177 rupees. It has touched a high of 185 and is currently trading at 156 rupees today as we do the write up and share this video content. We'll go through some details further. You can see here the last 5 days it is down 3.5%, 1 month down 5%, last 6 months down 6%. So since it was listed in September, people who made since the listing was at a 37% premium, some people have sold their stake and they've booked some profits, which is the reason why the stock has corrected. We'll go through some financial information which would be helpful for us to prepare the long-term view for the company. So we'll go through one by one. This is year to date, about 11% down. So as I said, about 20 odd rupees from its listing price. Uh, these are some pictures taken from the internet for your overall view. One project that the company has at Mira Road, Mumbai. Uh, so you can see just advert in the on the website for this. This is the time when the red hiring prospectus was filed by the company for the IPO with SEBI. Yeah, you see, it was a 410 crore IPO, entirely a fresh issue of shares, face value of 10 rupees each. Okay. It's a real estate development company focused on developing high-end, sophisticated lifestyle residential developments in Mumbai. So specifically, it is in Mumbai. Project development residential units on their land, including premium, life-oriented residential properties with modern amenities. Then it is also, you know, working on redeveloping existing properties in high density areas of Mumbai. This allows them to maximize space utilization and modernize older buildings in the urban premium locations. So key achievements: completed 28 projects, 9 through joint development, 8 through arcade creations. So I think the arcade creation is more or less their own land belonging where they've worked on and developed projects, something that you should keep in mind. Currently, it has 6 ongoing projects. This is as of June 30th, so I'm presuming that some of these projects would have been completed and there were some new additional projects that they were planning to do. So, as per the inventory, they had 160 unsold units from their ongoing projects, and 18 units were from the arcade ground. So if you wish to gain more information on this, you can go up to the website of arcade and see which projects that they currently focusing on, and keep in mind what sort of time frame that the redevelopment and development of the projects would take. So you can see more information, see most top 10 developers. It is in the top 10 developers in the Borivali West area, Gorgaon and Santa Cruz West as well. So contributing about 7% from the top 10 developers. Revenue, new projects 41, redevelopment 58. So you can see subsidiaries, Arcade Realty, Arcade Paradigm, utilizes in-house resources to manage projects from initiation to completion. So it has a whole team: legal, business development, purchase and contracts, includes sales and marketing as well. Financed through a mix of promoter equity and internal accruals, which is mostly the reserves that they've generated in the business. Company debt is 71 crores. Employee count is 201 permanent employees and 850 contract employees, so which is a substantial amount of employee count. Market cap 2,888 crores, high of 190, low of 128. Stock P 20, which is very good. Book value 44 rupees 50 paise. Return on capital employed 45%. So this is where the whole game works on, and with the investment of the IPO, the company would be able to use its own funds to develop projects, thereby reducing the overall borrowing and the interest that they would have to pay for this development. So strategically, the IPO was a very good move, and since it is into redevelopment of existing buildings, the premium segment is what they cater to, and they would easily have a good value addition and good revenue from their brand name. So brand name is important. Value addition and building the revenue base would automatically add to the company's goodwill. So this is the graph. Since October, company is almost debt free, has a good return on equity for the last 3 years. Since it's a new IPO listed company, it hasn't paid any dividends, so this is what we're supposed to keep in check on. This is the peer comparison with the other companies. So you remember, if anybody has been following the video and the contents that I have made, I have done the write up on Man Infra and Mahindra Lifespace in the last week, 2 3 days ago. You compare them, their stock P is for Mahindra Lifespace is pretty high. Man Infra, it's a good stock P, something worth looking into. Alpro International has the lowest stock P, and currently it's available at 102 rupees. Then BL Kashyap, again stock P is 28, current price is 62. So something that you all can look into. Alpro and BL Kashyap is something that you all can look into. PSP project 621, the cost is seemingly high and stock P is also high. It's possibly that it is a old company and it has created some name in the market, though I'm not aware of it. I will try to do some research and investigation into it and bring some information for you. So you can see Arcade is 45, which, doing a peer comparison for Mahindra Life and Man Infra, I decided to deep dive into it because it is giving the highest return in the industry. So this is one of the reasons I did a investigation into this company and prepared an analysis for you all. Is something very good compared to the others, like Elpro. Return on capital employed is very low, so we can still consider BL Kashyap a decent amount of return. We can look into that. RDB Infrastructure, very poor return on equity. Moving on, you can see the sales have grown in the last 1 year. Expenses have also grown, but overall the operating profit has improved. The operating profit margin is around 27 to 28%. If you take an average of the last 1 year, then the net profit is growing quarter on quarter, which is a very good sign for the company and for the people who are interested in a long term investment point of view. So, based on the current growth trends, the company should be easily able to achieve 15 to 20% growth on a year-on-year basis without having to stretch themselves in any means. With regards to inventory. So something that you can keep a track of. Then here you see the profit and loss for the last 2 3 years. So you can see year on year between FY23 and FY24, the profit is grown by almost 150%, and this year also expected at least another 10% growth on profitability, and overall about six about 6.5% growth on their revenue. So this is something that you need to keep a track of. Again, this is the overall earnings per share, approximately 8 rupees per share, which seems to be good compared comparing to the investment value. Yeah, compounded sales growth 82% last 3 years, profit growth 80%, return on equity 39% in the last 3 years. Equity capital increased after the IPO was introduced in September. So reserves have grown due to the premium value that the shares were sold at. So that is the reason why the reserves have increased, which definitely helps the company to boost the uh, what you call overall investment value, and it will ultimately lead to the growth of the company. Investments, yeah, so borrowings have been 76 crores in the last quarter. Then working capital days have improved, which signifies that the unsold value of units or projects have reduced, and the company is able to do a better turnover using the capital that it has, specifically capital of building the building and offering the flats for sale. So a faster turnover would mean better returns and more profitability for the company. So keep a check on the working capital days. If it is able to bring it further down, it would mean that the company is doing excellently well and is able to do a better rotation of its capital and resources. So this is just a graphic that for you to keep in mind. FIIs have sold their holding by 3%, reduced the holding which has been accumulated and bought by the public. I believe the off-selling of FIIs may be due to the uh, IPO and the premium listing that the company made, which is the reason why there would have been some offloading and some profit booking in this stock. So have a write-up as well for you. You can read through the write-up once I update the information and description on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So same most of the information I've already covered in the video. However, you can still go through the overall write-up, 10 major pointings. So it's already been discussed in detail. However, you can keep that as a reference in case if you want to refer to it in the future, and you can go through some information that was presented in the video as well. Thank you friends, thank you for watching. Please share with friends, family and associates in case if this information would be useful to anyone. Thank you, take care, have a great week ahead.